Yeah, you didn't expect that, did you? Didn't expect that. Well, let's get to what we really want to hear. That was just a little intro for the show today. It's going to be kind of, oh God, it's going to be, I guess it's going to be silly. Let's put on what everybody likes to know and hear. That's what I'm talking about right there. Well, Wolf Tracks, I'm Bobby the Wolf Mullins, your paranormal shock jock, your DJ, the outlaw, the #1 bad boy in paranormal, and this is a GTN product. Go to it for all your Superstation paranormal needs, GhostTalesTV.com, blah, 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 Richard Parnell, Teresa Parnell. There you go. Shameless plug. That car guy here. Anyway, I currently am drinking, as usual. Let me give a disclaimer right quick. If you don't like what you see, what you hear, the topics, and the language, by God, turn me off. But if you like what you see, what you hear, the topics, or the language, hell, even the equipment, because I'm filling my girl up. You know what I'm saying? I gotta fill my girl up. She always gives me a good head. See? Good head. What were you thinking? Anyway, turn me off if you don't like it. Damn, nothing's better than beer. I love a cold beer. And I'm currently having Bush. I love Bush. I just love Bush. Anyway, we're going to get to the show. Alright, today's show, I know last week's was on Mars 2, and the prior to that was Sheep Squatch. Sheep Squatch! Oh, beware Sheep Squatch! Sheep Squatch! Also known as a Wampa from Star Wars! You redneck mother. You ripped that off. Alright, anyway. Just when you thought it was safe and the morons were gone, there is a new Squatch, apparently, I found. Apparently, Sasquatches, Bigfoot, Yetis, whatever, are a lot like gremlins. They just, like the movie Gremlins, they just put DNA of everything in them and they turn into spiders, lightning, bats, snakes, whatever. And whatever they need to do, they morph into it. Because now, there's something called, pace yourself, there's something called, Bat Squatch. I'm Bat Squatch. I'm Bat Squatch. Alright, anyway, yeah, there's something called Bat Squatch. Like Sheep Squatch wasn't bad enough. Now, so apparently you take a Squatch, a Sasquatch, and you put anything with it, and it becomes a cryptid. So this is a Swatch Squatch. See the Swatch Watch? With a Squatch? So it's a Swatch Squatch. Swatch Squatch! You heard it first year on Wolf Tracks. Fear the Swatch Squatch. Swatch Squatch! Anyway, back to Bat Squatch. Alright, now, apparently, this thing, let me give you the description of this thing. It's 8 foot tall. Shocker. A cryptid that has Squatch attached to it. Oh, 8 foot tall! Yeah, we all know. Every version of a Squatch is generically 8 foot tall. That's great. Come up with something original. We've heard this song and dance before. Now, get this. Scientists have proven that man cannot fly with bird wings, attached to our backs. And if we did, we would, number one, wouldn't have the muscle structure to make them flap to get us off the ground because we're too heavy. And if it did, the wings would have to be enormous. I'm talking like 15 feet across and just crazy big. Now, take an 8-foot-tall, 1,000-pound Sasquatch and add leathery bat wings to it. How long would these things have to be in order for this thing to fly? I mean, come on. Now, let's get a little background music on. So there's a couple of red flags there. A couple of red flags for me. I need some more beer. Hell yeah! Anyway, so now, figure 1,000-pound. Oh, and by the way, he's purple. Yeah. For a moment, put that up there and let that rattle around while I drink a little bit. He's purple. Think about that. Red eyes and or yellow eyes, by the way. I'm waiting for one to say green eyes. You know, glowing, fierce green eyes, glowing, fierce yellow eyes, glowing, fierce red eyes. Why does everything that's a cryptid have red eyes? I don't get it. Is that like a standard thing? Do they take a course in the trailer park to, if I see something stupid, or I screw up, I'll say it had glowing red eyes. So now we have a purple, 8-foot-tall thing with bat wings. It might be a vampiristic Barney the dinosaur. Okay. That's it. I'm sorry. This, like Sheep's Watch, is too stupid for words. Bad Squatch. Oh my god. Now, think about this. 8 foot tall, 1,000 pounds, purple, glowing red and yellow eyes. Not at the same time. They've been described as glowing red or yellow. So apparently he can change colors in his eyes, or its eyes, sorry. For all you female Squatches out there, you I don't know, pit bull lesbian Squatches, you feminist Squatches, I don't want to make mad, so that they could be feminine too. Quote unquote, feminine Squatches. Anyway, so there was a thing where these guys described seeing this bat Squatch. A couple of little eyewitness occurrences. 2 guys leaving for work, running late, in their 20s, in a, I guess, Cadillac or something, some big car. They pull up, or they're driving along, and they see something in the road. Glowing red, piercing red lights. About 8 foot tall. Whips out bat wings, starts charging at the car. They back up frantically, and it flies by and knocks the passenger side mirror off. Will they make it? Tune in next time. Same bad channel, same bad time. All right, here's the deal. You saw glowing red lights. That was probably a stoplight. Because if they're glowing yellow too, that's a caution light. That's the reason I'm waiting for the green ones. 8 foot tall, that puts it in the spectrum of about, where you would see that if you were hammered. You're running late for work and you're in your 20s. You spent the last, 16 hours partying with your buddies probably. You're late for work and you come up with an excuse why you don't want points, so you ran into Bat Squatch. The mirror off the side of the car is because you sideswiped something. Not that Bat Squatch or Sheep Squatch or, hell, Swatch Squatch took it off. I think you sideswiped something and it's an excuse so you don't get points at work. A purple, ingested, a purple 8 foot tall Sasquatch, who were notorious for being orange or brown, is purple now. Basically, a Sasquatch and Barney the dinosaur had an illegitimate kid and it grew bat wings. So it's purple, looks like a Sasquatch with leathery bat wings. Now, I can't stand the stupidity. You cannot make up and expect people to believe paranormal. I don't get it. I don't want to get it. It's crazy.
Seems to be the problem around here.
Don't worry about it, ma'am.
I think it's Bat Squatch. Oh, it's the damn Yankees. I thought it was Bat Squatch. Anyway, Now, think about that. Now, there's another occurrence of quote-unquote bat squatch attacking a father and son in a deer stand. Anymore. I don't want to hear about bat squatch anymore. Anyway, now, it attacked him in a deer stand. Now, if you've ever been deer hunting, you know that deer stand's pretty high up. According to the statements and stories, the son couldn't shoot the deer that his father saw. Well, when his dad grabbed the rifle, apparently bat squatch, not swatch squatch, not sheep squatch, but bat squatch, decided to grab him and yank the father out of the deer stand. Tragedy unfolds. The son immediately grabs the rifle and takes a shot at bat squatch, hitting the cryptid with the high-powered rifle, causing the cryptid to let go of the father and drop him, not into the deer stand, but onto the ground, several feet from the air, down to the ground. Now think about that. Look outside the box, kind of like that car thing, that it was basically two guys drunk, needed an excuse not to get points. Think about this for a second. The son couldn't shoot a damn deer, but he can shoot bat squatch. All right, number one, the boy's not going to shoot the rifle either way. The dad has rips on his, hunting gear. All right, and they say it's caused from bat squatch. He fell and broke like ribs and other parts of his body and everything. Now, all of you guys out there that are married and drink, you come up with a lot of weird excuses why not to be caught doing this when you're not supposed to be doing this. Probably why I'm not married. It's time for Clametto Squatch. I don't know what it is, so I'll put Squatch on the end. Clametto Squatch. Fear Clametto Squatch. About 8 foot tall, aluminum in color. Anyway, so this dad and son are deer hunting. They're in a deer stand. Son won't take a shot at the deer, but will shoot bat squatch, not sheep squatch. Dad falls, plummets to doom. Lands on the ground, breaks a bunch of bones. Now, let's think of the red flags here. Son won't shoot a damn deer, but he'll shoot bat squatch. Dad has rips in his gear from supposedly talons on bat squatch. Now, could that be rips from him falling through the tree line? Impact, landing on sticks, twigs, whatever. Closed rip. Now, you fell out of your own deer stand, probably drunk with your son, okay? There's no documented proof that rifle was fired, number one. You fell out of the deer stand and you broke a lot of shit. So now, to make sure you save face with the old lady, and you're not drinking, I was attacked by a bat squatch. The drama unfolds. You convince your kid to say the same thing, and a big purple, put this in the brain pan. Let's talk about it. A big purple thing that looks like a hominid or a Sasquatch or a Bigfoot with leathery bat wings drags your father out of the deer stand. Okay. Think about that for a second. Drug the father, not the son, but the father out of the deer stand. Think about birds of prey. Do they get the biggest animal, or do they go for the one that's falling behind the smallest one? Red flag. Red flag. Bat squatch, if it existed, if the hybrid of Barney and Bigfoot existed, it wouldn't go for the father. It would go for the smaller one, being the son. Flaw in your story. Okay? I actually think that y'all are making up excuses not to get caught, not late for work, and the fact that you were hammered ass drunk in a deer stand with your kid. Sorry, gave my disclosure or disclaimer, whatever. Class, the word of the day is disclaimer. Apparently I can't pronounce that. Oh, I love this stuff. Anyway, this is so good. Oh my God. So, think about that. These people, and I say that in a general term, these people, I label that the morons of society. They see a shadow, or they see a hairy beast, or something walking. And, let's label it Squach. I give. I literally give, guys. This is crazy. How in the hell can you bat Squach? Really? Sheep Squach? Really? Why not? I don't know. Just put Squach on everything, like I said in Sheep Squatch, the Sheep Squatch episode. I need some more Clemetto. This stuff's so good. But hey, it's an opinion, guys. It's literally an opinion. This is what I pick apart, and I see it, and I can't understand why. The car was attacked, and all it took was the side mirror off. Now, the guy's not that great a driver, number one. They're in their 20s. All you remember your 20s, hammered, partying with your buddies, late for work a lot. And an 8-foot-tall creature with a 25 to 30-foot wingspan. Number one is trying to fly down the road, and there's a tree line on every side, and a road isn't that wide. Burps for nothing, burps like beer. It's Burp Squatch! Anyway, so look, picture that. There's another little red flag we just discovered. 1,000-pound cryptid, 35-foot wingspan to try to get this ass off the ground. He's flying at the car. If he spreads his wings to full extent to get maximum glide, flapping, he has to be 35 feet, number one, off the ground for the wings to flap and come up and flap again. All right? And the road isn't that wide across. His wings would hit the tree line and or telephone poles or street signs or whatever. So in theory, he couldn't fly down the damn road. And the only thing he attacks, because apparently the only thing that really pisses him off is side mirrors on a car. You grazed an object, come to a stop at a stoplight, blurred vision lets you see two of them, and you make up a story of bat Squatch. You're drinking in a deer stand with your son. Your son doesn't have the testicular fortitude to shoot a deer, but he has that to shoot bat Squatch. You fell out of the deer stand after tossing down a numerous amount of cold beverages, break a lot of bones. To save face in front of your old lady, you come up with the indigenous legend of bat Squatch to cover your butt. Oh, and let's get into something else right quick. Did anyone see the Russian Yeti? The show? Anybody else realize narrating that show was none other than I am Batman. I narrated that show. I am Batman. It's real because I'm Batman. Really? They had the voice of Batman narrating it. Red flag. Red flag. Red flag. Okay. Kind of like the mermaid thing. Now, also, the gentleman that's the scientist and his Russian counterpart narrowed down the attack of the hikers to a cave near the Mountain of Death, or whatever they call it. In the cave, get this, in the cave, there is what looks like a gorilla nest. Because they think Sasquatches or Yetis are those big orang pendants, or not orang pendants, but the big giant gorillas. The ones that are extinct, all we got is the jawbone and some teeth left. It's supposed to be like a 10-foot tall thing or 12-foot tall thing. All right, red flag. Red flag. They found a nest. Basically, gorillas make a nest to sleep in, like leaves and brush and whatever. The nest has green leaves in it. It's all green. All green. Now, they're in Russia, Siberia-type Russia. And they're hiking. They went on an 8-hour snowmobile ride to get to this cave. And through the whole thing, the trees have no leaves. Where the green leaves come from? Does the Yeti grow them himself? Or herself? Okay, they found a freshly made nest of nice soft green leaves in an area that is covered in about 6 feet of snow. All the trees are currently what they call hibernating. They're not producing leaves. Okay, let's take the picture out. Let's look. Let's be impartial. Let's say the Yeti grabbed the leaves while the leaves were growing. Great. That's fabulous. They'd be brown by now and crunchy. We all collected leaves as a kid, the little colored ones that fall. They eventually turn brown and crunchy because they lose all their hydration. They become dry and brittle, and they return to the earth. Now, think about that. So now these two wonderful people on this mockumentary of the Yeti, Russian Yeti. And this is why people have a hard time believing in the paranormal. All right, these two morons decide to go into the woods where the Yeti's at. They take an armed guard with them. Now, according to the legend, all right, the Yeti has not only attacked 7-8 campers, hikers, and killed them, ripped their tongues out, shattered bones, all this stuff. But the Russian military supposedly has a documentation of running into one and having a hell of a time dealing with it. In other words, it killed a lot of soldiers. They've had other people attacked and supposedly killed by this thing. Now, what do these two brain trusts take as a security guard? They take a hunter with a double-barrel shotgun. Okay, for those who do not do firearms, you're fighting something that's 10 feet, 8 to 10 feet tall, rips tongues out, okay, hits you and shatters ribs, makes it look like glass shards inside your body, okay? They said that one of the hikers, the internal bone structure of this guy was shattered like a glass mirror. It wasn't bone fragments. It was splinters of bones. The sheer strength of this thing. Now, that's if it's real. Okay, and you take a guy with a double-barrel shotgun, not an old one, not a pump shotgun, not something with several rounds. No, 2 shots, that should take it down. And you take one guy. Now, these two brain trust scientists find this cave, nest in it. The hunter will not stay. Their bodyguard with the double barrel will not stay. It becomes the Blair Witch Project all of a sudden. And they're sleeping in the cave. They hear some hollering of a Yeti, quote unquote Yeti. Now, Captain Brain Trust runs to the nest, or runs to where he hears the sound. It ain't coming from the nest he found originally. No, he runs. Oh, the drama, the cameras. Oh my God, Jesus, where's it at? Oh my God. Yeah, because you can't get a clear picture of nothing because Captain Genius won't hold the camera still. Now, he finds what class? Another nest full of green leaves. Now, just me personally, the green leaves are a red flag. There's no way there's green leaves in a cave in Russia during their wonderful winter that they have, which is way worse probably than any winter I think is on record. They have some of the... Sorry, I think I got a little sheep squatch in my eye. Anyhow, now, so Captain Genius finds 2 supposed nests and then realizes he should run back to his partner, the female, the Russian, save her. They're camping in a tent in the cave with a 10-foot tall, quote-unquote, Yeti. Brilliant. No guard. Okay, if you're going to hunt a Yeti, just to give you an idea, and the military had a hell of a time taking one down. In other words, they unloaded a lot of ammunition into it to kill it, according to their documentation. You're going to take more than a guy with a double-barrel shotgun. Because 2 shots ain't going to bring this thing down. 8 to 10 feet tall. Hunting an Alaskan brown bear, to give you an idea of why 2 shots will not bring this down. An Alaskan brown bear's hide is so thick, most ammunition will not go through it. Its skull, the bone, is so dense, you can't get a 38 round through the skull. You have to dislocate its shoulder to bring it down and get it close range and kill it. And you're talking about an animal that stands 12 feet tall. Very dangerous. Can actually exist. Its blood moves so slow. It has almost 2 or 3 minutes. Without, you can blow its heart clean out. It has about 2 or 3 minutes to kick your ass without a heart. And these are experienced hunters with high-powered, multi-round, heavy gauge rifles. And you're hunting a Yeti, and you take one guy with a double 2 shots, double-barrel shotgun, probably scatter shot, just enough to piss it off. Because humans have lived through scatter shot. Peppers them. It's what's called peppering. In other words, a little shot goes all in them, just pisses them off. Hurts like hell, pisses them off from a distance. Get this. They leave the cave in a panic and don't go back because it's too dangerous. Well, now, if you found, this is the validation for the nests they found. If the nests were real, you would be at that cave with an entire platoon of military or sharpshooters or whatever with fully automatic weapons, traps, whatever, tasers, whatever you come up with, however you want this Yeti to come out of there. You want him to come out sawed in half by an automatic machine gun, fully automatic? Do you want him blown in half with a 50 caliber Barrett? Do you want a fully automatic shotgun to just blow him all over the wall, make him look like a wall mural, and it's just goo all over the place? Because I've seen those. It's backpack fed, fully automatic shotgun. The ultimate crowd pleaser. They saw trees in half. Okay? Get that. Okay? All he is you would mop up DNA off a wall with a sponge. Or you have sharpshooters, or maybe a tasing trap so you can catch the animal alive and put it in a cage. And it'll be in a zoo, and I'm famous. And what do these 2 morons do? They leave. They found 2 nests now. They found where it sleeps. They'll never go back. Why? Class? Why won't they go back? This is why I ask you to think. Why won't they go back? Because it's fucking fake. It's fake. There's no way in Russia, in the dead of winter, 6 feet of snow, 8-hour snowmobile trip, trees are bare, there's green leaves and 2 nests in a cave where these 2 morons are sleeping, okay, to catch it without weapons, without traps, without anything. Then what are they going to talk it to death? They're going to convince it, use diplomacy to convince it to go, well, I figured we'd have tea and you'd come over here and hop in this cage so we could prove that you exist, give you rights in Obamacare. No! This thing eats meat. It's a predator. Okay? It destroys humans with one swipe. You're talking about an 8 to 10 feet tall creature. The strength level is beyond comprehension. Okay? And these, we're never going back. We have inconclusive proof that the Yeti exists. No! You did a mockumentary like the mermaid thing, and oh, God! Gee, I wonder why Paranormal has a hard time. Yeah, I decided to do this episode because I was, well, bored, pissed off, and I had to have an excuse to drink. So let's look at the red flags. Class. All my Wolf Tracks fans. The intelligent fans. The ones who love the real show. The one that makes you think. All right? Hold on. You know what? I need a fucking cigarette. So now look at the red flags. Man and woman go researching a Yeti. All right? They go researching a Yeti. They take one guard, which is a hunter with a double-barrel shotgun. Red flag. Military has had altercations with one, or what they thought was one. The Yeti kills several of the military. You, on your expedition, take an 8-hour snowmobile trip to a cave where the Yeti lives, find 2 nests, red flag, green leaves, and you take 1 guard with 2 rounds. Double-barrel shotgun. Now, okay, I get it. I know. He can reload. I get that. But why reload 2 rounds when you can have something fully automatic and mow this big mother down? I'm going in and I'm flanking this thing. I'm going to be on either side of the cave and one straight in. We're going to lure it out with bait. We'll mow this in half. I'll give one group of scientists the legs, the lower torso, or lower part of the body, and then the upper torso goes to another group. And we'll mop up the DNA with the rest and give it to another group. Bingo. 1 Yeti, caught, done. End of story. Proof exists. But no, they sleep in a cave with no God. 2 nests they find of green leaves, red flag. Sleeping there with no guard, red flag. Guard has 2 rounds, red flag. Okay? Flaws everywhere. Flaws. This is why you watch my show. This is why people do not believe in the paranormal. Because these morons on these shows want you to believe anything. And the general public does. The general public is a bunch of fucking sheep. They believe anything that is, if it's on TV, it's got to be real. Proof? You want proof? I'll give you proof. Look up pictures of the presidents. The last couple of ones. If you think the Democrats and Republicans, this is for the people in states, my England fans. I mean, I don't know how you roll, but you probably have problems too with government. But now, there's a picture of Bush Sr., Bush Jr., and Obama and Clinton walking, arms around each other like they bros going to a kegger, an all-night kegger. Tell me again why these guys are on different sides. No, they play for the same team, and they're busy in us. But yet the general public's like, oh, I'm Democrat. I'm Republican. You're wrong. Well, they're different sides. They pull for it. No! They're on the same side getting a paycheck. Everything boils down to a paycheck. If you didn't get a paycheck, you wouldn't do your job. Basically, they did the Russian Yeti thing to get a paycheck. Viewers give them a paycheck. It's fake. I'm going to go on record and saying it's fake because there's too many red flags. And Bat Squatch is fake. I'm Bat Squatch. I'm Bat Squatch. Fear me, I'm Bat Squatch. You know why Bat Squatch exists? Because I'm Bat Squatch. I believe more that Squatch exists than fucking Bat Squatch. I believe Squatch exists more than Sheep Squatch. I'm a little pissed off. I'm a lot drunk, and I don't care. All right? Irony. Why is this song playing? Runaway by Bon Jovi. I'll tell you why. Ex-girlfriend's mom used to sing this at karaoke, and this was her song for her daughter, which was my ex-girlfriend. Weird that's on the show. We'll put Squatch on the end. It'll be Runaway Squatch by Bon Jovi Squatch. I just like the name Squatch. I'm going to put Squatch on the end of everything. That, I'm a little nervous. I'm Mancy, I'm waiting for a real word. World. Another word of the day, class, is world. Apparently the wolf can't say that. But anyway, I'm waiting for a real world job to call me. Look, guys, I've ran it. This thing's going 30 minutes. Enjoy this show. There's a lot of renting. And remember, it's a GTN product. GhostTalesTV.com. Go to them for all your paranormal superstation needs. They're gods amongst men. Anyway, they've taken them all down, guys. All of them. And the owners aren't proud of this. I am. I'm the face of GTN. I'm the look, when you go to GTN, you see Wolf Track. You see the other shows. But I've become the face. Miss Bradshaw. I told you I was coming for Best Web Radio Show. I took it. Had the Emmys kept going, I would have Best Web Radio Show host also. Boy, is Clemento strong. Now, let's close this bitch out like only Wolf Tracks know how. Wolf Tracks fans, they expect this every time. Open your eyes, open your ears, and by God, open your mind. Pay attention. Don't believe everything that's told. Don't do it. Pay attention. What walks by, crawls by, flies by, and or slithers by. And if you get a picture of it, send to old Bobby the Wolf Mullins, 1whitewolf0706@att.net. And remember, take it easy or sleazy and don't get any on you unless you like it that way. Send Bobby a picture of that, too. Anyway, and on three, guys, on three. Uno, dos, tres.